Beyond's not my daughter. She's my mother.
What?
Before she died.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back on the channel for another TV reaction to WatchMen, Season 1, Episodes 7 and 8. So I believe we're now starting to get into the meat and potatoes of this series. Finally. Episode 6 was an explanation episode. It pretty much just covered the backstory of Will Reeves, which was rather interesting. I mean, of course, we know that his beginning started in Tulsa, unfortunately, with the Tulsa massacre. And then once he was pushed out of Tulsa and on his own, because his entire family was murdered, he ended up in New York City. He became a police officer, and at that time there was a city henchman called the Cyclops that he was warned about. That became his mission, to take down Cyclops. He teamed up with Captain Metropolis, who he became lovers with. He got too deep into vigilantism. He really wanted revenge. I mean, it was already set in his heart from what happened to him as a young boy. But becoming a police officer with the hopes of really bringing justice, and seeing that there was no such thing, it was only more corruption, he lost his mind, so to speak. And he lost his family. So, because he was married and things. So, that was the background of Will Reeves, which is the grandfather of Angela. Now, in episode 7, An Almost Religious Awe, we are about to see the backstory of Angela, as well as how this all ties in with Dr. Manhattan. I'm hoping they show who Dr. Manhattan really is in this one. And I gotta backtrack. So, I thought that Looking Glass caused the explosion that happened at the fair, but that wasn't the case. That was actually Adrian Veidt's squid attack on the city in 1985, well, the world. I think he killed like 3 million people, and so they sentenced him to another planet. I think he's on Jupiter somewhere. So he's trying to get off of that planet. That's why he keeps doing all these crazy Groundhog Day missions by using his maid and butlers as test subjects to see how far he can go in the galaxy, because he ultimately is trying to break out of prison. There you go. I got that misconstrued in the last one. Okay, so I wanted to clear that up. So here we are. We about to jump into episode 7. Press and play now. Living in America. But she's not in America. She in Vietnam. Oh, where Dr. Manhattan was at the time.
I told you she was gonna try.
Well, she did.
Let me see it.
What did we tell you last week? And the week before that?
I have to wait till I'm grown up.
Did Dr. Manhattan mistakenly kill her family? Let me just watch this, because I'm getting ahead of myself, but I feel like that's what we're working up to. Oh, Angela, she saw her parents get blown up. That's tragic. As well as you got a granddaddy with a jacked up background. She ended up with Lady True. How she was locked up.
You don't remember asking me that 5 times already. I'm happy to go over it again. Your memory's a bit broken.
Is she the only one who can detox
You
her
took an
from
entire
the
bottle
nostalgia
of nostalgia
pills?
pills that weren't yours. And now is when you usually ask me how you got from locked up in a jail cell to here with me.
Yeah, we all want to know.
Since you OD'd on my drug, Agent Blake called me up and asked if I could save your life. So here you are, getting your life saved.
Well, are they trying to save her, or are they trying to keep her sedated?
So, you've taken someone else's nostalgia. Don't panic. We can help.
Because I do not trust that lady True. I don't trust her. She is too creepy.
Not.
Why can't he see his wife?
Hey! Where the hell's Agent Blake?
I've joined the enemy. The police in this city smother our people under their shoes.
And I was right about Blake.
Beware the Cyclops.
But in a way, it doesn't make sense because in the movie, The Watchmen, she broke up with Dr. Manhattan because they had no connection outside of sex. Okay? And that wasn't good at cutting it for her. And so eventually, she ended up getting with Owl, right?
Remember when you told me to drive over to...
So why in the show do they make it seem like she's still in love with Dr. Manhattan? It's kind of weird. You know, I just get this feeling with this show. You know how you work in the office and you get the memo that they want to have a meeting to strategize. So they ask everybody for their opinion on a project. They ask the janitor. They ask the lady who work in the cafeteria. They ask you. They ask the annoying lady who snack behind you and chew real loud. Like, they ask everybody so nobody won't feel left out of their opinion is not valued. I feel like they did that with this show. Everybody put in their input at the writer's table on what they feel the Watchmen show should be about. And they decided to keep everybody's idea in some way, some form, but it contradicts the original story of Watchmen a little bit. You know, well, a lot, not even a little bit, because that's a big difference. Trust me, I had to watch the movie to get it, because I kept getting thrown off with this show. So when I went back and watched the movie, it just don't make no sense how they have these characters set up in this movie. I mean, in this series, especially Agent Blake. That just does. For her to carry around a Dr. Manhattan dildo, pine over this man every time she sees him. She goes to a freaking Dr. Manhattan phone booth. Like, that wouldn't be her in the comics or the movie. So it's kind of weird. Chief Judd is dead. I thought he wasn't. I thought he did a whole fake your death thing, but he isn't. And why set up Wade, aka Looking Glass, to betray Angela? That just didn't make any sense either. Because he was scared of the Squid Game again. I mean, the Squid Game. The Squid Attack from Adrian Veidt, who ain't even on Earth. I really hope episode 7 exposes and ties all what we've been seeing in, because right now it just is all over the place. All over the place. And we reaching as the viewer to try to make sense of it.
The very first masked vigilante. And he was black. I mean, this is a guy who inspired 2 generations of heroes, my folks and myself included.
So we'll read.
He had to hide who he was. Because white men in masks are heroes. But black men in masks are scary.
Thank God times have changed.
Yeah, thank God. But the point is, when she was walking a mile in Grandpa's memories, Angela kept saying one word over and over and over. Cyclops.
Oh.
Am I supposed to know what that is?
Back in the day, it was a racist cult hot for mind control. Reeves made his life
mind
So
control?
wait.
Yes, I know. Now, this
is Agent Blake tying that Chief Judd and his wife are part of the Cavalry 7?
Why he asks. And pretty soon, no one can tell the good guys from the bad guys.
Mm.
Because everybody's covering their fucking faces and pledging loyalty to their newly elected leader, President Joe.
That's a good theory.
That was the original idea.
Damn, Lori.
But something extraordinary happened, and suddenly, President seemed a bit small potatoes.
Oh no.
What? I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to confess yet? You've just been going on and on and on.
Oh.
Shit. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh. That was your time to get off the couch. She just kidnapped Lori. How do you have a trap door that fails twice and you still don't get up? Like something don't tell you to jump off. Let me get up.
I'd like to stop by. You want me to kill her or what?
Oh, wow. Lord, Adrian inviting his clone of...
Very well. Let's get this over with. Madam Prosecutor,
I
you
mean,
may offer
in
your
his
closing
prison,
argument.
is this a part of his prison sentence?
Ladies
To
and gentlemen
constantly
of the
be
jury,
around
Honorable Warden.
this man and woman who plays his maid and butler, and now they're playing judge and jury.
From the moment the accused pulls us from the water to the moment he inevitably slaughters us,
Oh,
we are governed by one law. A law imbued in us by our Creator when he gifted us with life and using it to perpetrate mass genocide. Does he show a shred of remorse?
no, he doesn't. Because he's a
Has
lunatic.
such wanton carnage
Why
been
do we need to
necessary
prove this
sacrifice
again?
to achieve you?
Old lady. And I'm just wondering, whose memories are you slipping her?
Her own.
What?
Yeah.
I'm slipping her own memories to her. Beyond's not my daughter. She's my mother.
What?
Before she died, I harvested her memories and then I cloned her. Of course, over time, I've been reintegrating her memories while she sleeps via IV drip.
You're a fucking crazy
That's cruel.
person.
I'm on the verge of completing my life's work. Is it wrong to want my parents with me when I do?
In the
That's your kid.
fashion that you're doing it, yes.
Ridiculous when you say it like that.
I'm afraid to find out who
So
she
tell
wants
me
to
what
play
it
her
fucking
daddy
matters.
child.
Your clock.
No.
4 hours? Well, why won't she let Cal in to see his wife if it's gonna take 4 hours? Damn, Agent Blake, they got you messed up, girl. Right in the middle of Calvary 7.
I'm sorry?
It was a fucking trap
He
door
set
installed
her
in living
up. But you know,
Jane told me I was tempting fate by sending you down to Tulsa. But for reasons...
didn't see that
soon
coming,
become
but
obvious,
in hindsight, it was
Jesus,
obvious.
please don't.
Because he was with Chief
Talk me through
Judd's
your fucking
wife.
plan.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. When you were just a boy, your father put you on his knee and told you that you'd been born into the Order of the Cyclops, and that it was your legacy to grow up and be the most powerful racist fuck in the nation.
That's not at all what happened.
I'm tired, Joe. Yes. You want me to ask you why I'm strapped to a chair in an abandoned J.C. Penney, or what that cage is for? Fine.
Oh, you'll give a shit about this, Lori. You of all people. You're wrong about Cyclops. We're not racist. We're about restoring balance in those times when our country forgets the principles upon which it was founded. Because the scales have tipped way too far. And it is extremely difficult to be a white man in America right now.
Okay. This must have been the idea from the janitor. Because why is she hooked up to an elephant? Okay, I get it. Elephants have impeccable memories. What? love it. Ain't nobody on the world that's gonna love you. It's gonna be your grandmama. I'm telling you. What? She said to move. The lady trying to break out of there. She was just hooked up to a damn elephant.
Fuck you!
Should have moved your car, bro. And she done found out that her family is in danger. Yeah. But they still think that she murdered her cause old girl kidnapped. So technically, yeah, she is still a fugitive. Oh, they freaking watching her house? That doggone Calvary 7. He's so fine. Oh, girl, y'all. Candyman, he fine. Okay, I'm just saying.
We always knew that this day would come.
What day, Angela? I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know. You just don't remember.
Is she about to bust her husband upside the head with the
Did we
hammer?
talk about this before my accident?
There was no accident.
What?
It was a lie.
It's a lot of that in this damn series, let me tell
So
you.
that we could be together.
I thought his name was Cal.
My name is not John.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Wait. What? Oh, hell no.
Hey, baby.
Dr. Manhattan was Cal all this time? With amnesia? How do a perfect being like John, aka Dr. Manhattan, have amnesia? Was that blocking his third eye so he'll know who he was? And how the hell did he walk around black? Because when he a white man... This must be the idea from the cafeteria. Like, okay. I am short on time and memory so that I can edit and upload this. So we're going to watch a little bit of episode 8. It will be to be continued. We will come back and finish this off with the finale of episode 9 later on in the week. Thank you guys for being here with me. Thumbs up for your girl and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching. Let's get into a little bit, just a little bit of episode 8. You know, why don't they put clothes on Dr. Manhattan? I like him in this suit. But he don't stay in clothes. I just don't understand. Do it burn his skin? What is going on with the non-love of clothing? Because we don't want to see this man. And I don't want to see him with his dong out. Like, God. Wait. Time out. When did all this take place? Because didn't he leave Earth and write off humanity and go to a whole nother planet?
See, I'm a cop.
When did he come back and decide to give love another chance?
You're not going.
Did you tell me to go?
It was implied.
If I can guess why you're here drinking all alone, will you let me join you?
Sure.
Did he just
Why
like to
am I
get
drinking
laid?
all alone?
You're commemorating
And
the
then Angela
anniversary
just
of
so
your
happens to be...
family's death.
That's why the children looked at white. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
Have a seat.
I get it now. But then I don't get it, because how in the world did he turn into an African American?
So who at the precinct told you to come over here?
Again, this is a total contradiction, because he would have never got with another female after Lori, because he felt like dealing with women and humans, period, was minute. Like, what y'all got going on and y'all feelings and stuff and all that little touchy stuff, I ain't in tune with that no more. I'm on more complex things in life, you know?
No, I'm not dubious. I'm just
So when did this happen?
Actual Dr. Manhattan is wearing a Dr.
Cafeteria
Manhattan
lady.
mask.
I don't want to be recognized.
Is this a
Who?
Zeus thing?
The Zeus thing?
What?
In all the stories, creating life on a moon of Jupiter.
Wait,
And you're growing
so
up in a manor in the English
Polish countryside?
Actually, I'm raised in Heidelberg, Germany, until my mother falls in love with an officer of the SS and leaves us. My father is of Jewish ancestry. Fearing for our lives, he and I flee from
I'm so confused again. I thought we was finna make sense of all of this.
Taking those in need of help before we travel to the New World.
Let me tap into the DC world to give me all the patience to finish doing this series, because I really want to cut it off.